welcome to Inside the Booth. Oh, yeah. I am your host, Dan the Law. Actually, I'll be called Dan Solo tonight, baby. Oh, for I am very solo tonight, all by myself. I'm not even sure who's going to watch tonight. So, in that case, let's do a little dancing. Dancing's fun, everybody. Let's get down, get down, get down. All right, everybody. Tonight we are going to, I don't know, we're going to wing it. And if you are watching, leave some comments so I can interact with you because, you know, I am by myself tonight. Dancing. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun, you know. Actually, it's not that fun, but it is fun. I just love it. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I am solo tonight, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Yes, Marie Wheeler. Thank you very much. I also want to say happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. For today is Father's Day. And we here at Inside the Booth is taking the month of June and calling it Masculinity Month or Manflix Month, whatever you want to do. Obviously, on the thumbnail, you saw the father type movies and things like that. I was obviously late with making the thumbnail and making the stream. And getting somebody to come on with me. That's why I am by myself. Because I did not get anybody to come on with me because I asked way too late. I could have asked, like a week ago, but apparently I take things and wait the last minute. So that's always fun. Um, how was everybody's Father's Day today? Did you get to see your father today? Did you get to talk to your dad? Did you I don't know. Did you do something? Or are you a father? And did your kids bless you today? If so, amen. Mine blessed me today. We went to church. Before church, I woke up. My daughter put a gem on my hand, which is not there anymore. I don't know why she did that. It was silly. She said, "Good morning, Daddy. Happy Father's Day." And she put a thing on my hand. I was half asleep going, huh? So yeah, that was fun. I got a mug today. Super Dad. It says, my friend, my hero, my teacher. Super Dad. That's what a super dad is, right? That is huge. It's a huge mug. Way bigger than a lot of my mugs, actually. Even my nice big ones. Here's an Inside the Booth mug. This mug is huge. This mug is huge. Here's one of my other mugs that are pretty big. They can hold a full bottle of water. This thing holds 2 full bottles of water in it. Oh yeah. And that's that. What are we talking about tonight? Yep, I went out for lunch with my parents after church. Oh, that's great. That is great. Glad you did that. It's good to have parents. It's good to have your dads around still. My grandfather was somewhat like a dad to me, and then then I had spiritual fathers and people who influenced my life that were father type figures. I myself personally did not have my dad around. I am friends with my I guess you could say physical dad, my physical sperm donors, I used to call him. Um, he he's a friend on my Facebook page, and I talk to him every once in a while. I say how he's doing and saying hello, and tell him Happy Father's Day, um, things like that. And I think sometime this summer I am going to go over to my dad's house and meet him for the first time. I think ever since I was like two, something like that, or three. But yeah, that'll be fun. Love it ever after. I love it. Brittany, how you doing? Happy Father's Day. Thank you, thank you. Happy Father's Day to your husband, um, and everything. Yeah, yeah. And if, like I said on my Twitter, if anybody on one of my Twitters, I just posted like two at the same time, so I don't know who's watching what one. But on one of them, I did say if anybody wants to join me, go ahead and ask, and I will send you a link. Um, I didn't really pick a movie for tonight, which I should have. I started watching Big Fish. I know that has a father son uh, dynamic in it. I've seen it before, and I was just going to do like a refresher. But being Father's Day, it's kind of busy. Busy today. But it's a good movie. Um, how would I rate Big Fish? Out of, out of five categories, I'd probably give most of them a point, uh, just because I like Ewan McGregor. He also is, Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? Isn't that who it is? Ewan McGregor. Am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but yeah. Um, or Ian, or I don't know how to say his name. Love it. Yes, thank you. It's been a good day. Too much rain to do anything outside, though. Oh, I'm sorry it was raining. Here in upstate New York, it was sunny and bright and a little warm, like about 75 degrees. Actually, kind of quite perfect. And it had a little breeze. I like these days. I like the days where there's just like a little breeze. It's 75 degrees, perfect, perfect 75 degrees. And, um, you know, that's just that. That's like, it's perfect. Um, yeah. What did I do? I went to church today. Hung out with my kids for a little while during the day. Played some chess with my 11-year-old son. Um, and then right at the end there, I decided to go to this place called Stony Brook that is like right down the road. It's like a state park. I took a little hike, and I got back at not 8:45 without having anything ready for the stream, and I was like, whoopsie, whoopsie. But yeah, that's about what that is. And I know these shows you got to keep talking, right? That's kind of wish that's kind of why I wish I invited somebody and stuff like that. But since I didn't, and since nobody has messaged me yet saying, "Hey, I'll join you," um, I will be talking about other stuff. Okay, yeah, let's get into our spiritual father. Let you off the hook. Oh well, thank you for letting me off the hook today. It is Father's Day. Thank you for letting me off the hook. And I know not a lot of people are watching today because it is Father's Day, or there's better streams out there. I mean, what's better than Inside the Booth, right? Everybody, Inside the Booth is where it's at. Everybody should come to Inside the Booth, and just love this place. And while I talk like this, I'm sure people are unsubscribing right now. I'm joking. I don't know. I know everybody likes shorter videos, and I know people like the TikTok 15-second shorts or whatever. People like that stuff too. I'm not good at doing that stuff because I don't know if I want to take the time to do it. Today, when I did take my hike tonight, though, I filmed a couple of little things. I don't know. I thought maybe it would be cool, and so I filmed it. And Ringy, oh, thank you. You're so nice. You're such a great guy. Happy Father's Day. May God bless you, your whole family. Thank you, and thank you for the £5, 5 quid, $5. I'll just call it dollars. But it's got that little E, like that E thingy on there instead of dollars. Um, Thank you for the $5. That's sweet of you. Um, you know, and happy Father's Day to you too. I believe I saw a picture with you and a child. Um, I don't know, a month or so ago. Um, Getting ordained or something. Not ordained. I don't know if they call it. But yeah, thank you very much. Euros. Yes, euros. Okay. €5. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, thank you for that. And, you know, everybody, thanks for letting me off the hook and, just like not being prepared. I mean, I still got my cool background, right? I mean, I don't know. Communion. That's right. Your son's communion. Yes. That's great. I love it. So let me put that up there. So other people that watch this later, if they watch it, they will see what you said. Your son's communion. I love it. So yeah, I guess another thing we can talk about for Father's Day is our Heavenly Father, right? Our spiritual father. Now I know that there are men in our lives that are like godly men, and we call them spiritual fathers, but they're more like influences, or I don't know. They're kind of like um, dads. They're kind of like what would you call them? Like a father figure. That's what I was looking for. So, like I had a lot of older men that were like father figures to me growing up in church and stuff, and it was cool. I liked it, because I didn't grow up with a father. I was fatherless in my life and in my family, and you know, so there was always a need for a father in my life, and I wasn't angry about it, but I was like an angry kid, up until I became like an adult, and then I did have like emotional issues, especially with like abandonment issues and uh, you know yeah, that's pretty much it. Abandonment issues. Um, because I didn't have a father, so I didn't want anybody to abandon me, and it got me in trouble. It got me in lots of trouble. My emotions got me in trouble, especially with like when I started dating women, and when they would dump me and stuff. Oh boy, I got in a lot of trouble. Um, but thank God that part of my life is over. I am a father now and a husband, so you know, there's that. Oh yeah. Um, so let me just because I'm not really talking about anything specific, but let me just say this. I've been watching some. I don't know if you see my get up. Some Clint Eastwood movies. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Onwards and upwards, buddy. Yes, of course, onwards and upwards. Um, Glad you had some fatherly guides. Yes, yes, me too. Thank you, Jesus. If it wasn't for my mother to go to church and to tell us all the time that our Father is Jesus, um, I don't know. I think I'd be, I think I would be, the type of person that would be on drugs and, always in the gutter or something like that. I mean, obviously I had some issues. Dan, did you watch the news? I did not watch the new Spider-Man. I'll be honest. Um, I would like to watch the new Spider-Man, but because of that controversy with that flag in the bedroom, I think that was supposed to be like for trans kids, supporting trans kids or something. I don't support mutilation of trans like kids wanting to be something that they're not. Just because they feel one way. I mean, kids feel like something all the time. Um, but feelings come and go, right? Feelings come and go all the time, every single day. Feelings come and go. I mean, I have feelings. My emotions get me in trouble sometimes. Well, not much anymore because I go kind of more off the word of God and more, my experience of life. Um, but yeah, feelings come and go. Um, that's the only reason why I would not probably watch the Spider-Man movie. Because of that, I'm sad about it, but I don't want to I don't want to be like everybody else getting mad about it and then give in and watch it because it does look good. I'll be honest, it does look good. I would love to just watch it, but I don't think I will. Um, let's see it when I was watching. Don't deny yourself some good entertainment. I know. Don't deny myself some good entertainment, and you didn't see it. Well, I'm glad you didn't see it. I'll wait until it comes out on stream or come out on video, just because I can get a friend of mine to search it and see if that's still there or whatever. Um, uh, I believe you. It's a fun movie. I believe it. Um, and then Lovett says Clint Eastwood's a legend. 1 star. I would like to have a count well with. Me too. Me too. Clint Eastwood is a legend, and he is a star. I'd like to have a conversation with too. He's great. He's great. He's getting old though. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple years, 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, he won't be with us, which will be sad because of how old he is. But he's lived a long, good life, and he still makes movies now, I believe. Um, a random question, but I don't know the backstory behind the law, the ghost. Is the law based on Brian Jacquez, Red Wall character, the warden? No. Okay, so here's the backstory of the law. Um, we were doing a stream a couple years ago, and something happened where everybody was like, we were talking about Sylvester Stallone, and the movie um, Judge Dredd, and then that came up, and I said, and I came out and I said, I am the law, and I pretended to shoot a gun afterwards, and it became a thing for probably about 4 or 5 months, and one of our watchers clipped it and played it and put it on Twitter and everything, and it became a I am the law thing. Um, so that's where that came from. And the one of the ghost, my brother, because when we first started, my brother was always on, and then life got in the way and stuff, so he wasn't always on anymore. And then we found Tabitha, and then Tabitha was on, and then so my brother would come and go, and he wouldn't be on as much. So everybody would say David's the ghost, because he's ghosting us. He's not always on the show and stuff like that, which he's not always on the show. But you can watch some of our old stuff and see my brother. My brother still talks to me about Inside the Booth, and we still plan things, and we still he still wants to be a part of it. But family gets in, family stuff gets in the way, and he's like that's where that came from, the ghost thing, and we kind of made fun with that. David was because I talked about my brother on one stream again almost 2 years ago. And somebody said, "Who? Your brother? Who? The ghost that lives in Canada?" So, and he sounds like a cricket. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what that is. So back to some things here. Well, I rounded up my first mate and sailed the high seas to watch it. So that's good. That this is pertaining to the Spider-Man movie. Good, good. Um, and then isn't Clint almost 100 now? Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. Ever after laughing. Thank you. Yes, with my brother thing. I see. Thanks for sharing because that was the warden's only line. I am the law. The warden was also a crane. Okay. I'll have to look into that. Brian Jacques Redwall character, the warden. I will look into that, and maybe that could be part of the whole law thing. I can add it. You know what I mean? Just add it with Sylvester Stallone's law, and I'll be the law. Um, and of course, it's funny that it came up like this because I love westerns, and I love like the sheriff badges and stuff. So that's another thing that I could throw in there. Oh, yeah, I am the law. Ooh, what fun, fun, fun! I love it. I don't know. The TV shows on YouTube. There's 3 seasons for free. Okay, thank you for that. Um, but yeah, I was gonna. So before Spider-Man came up, I was going to talk about. I've been watching some Clint Eastwood stuff, and obviously it's more like the westerns that I like the best. And I watched Fistful of Dollars. Okay, if you've seen that movie, it's a great movie. Fistful of Dollars. I think that's like the sequel to Good, Bad, and the Ugly, or something like that. It's the same. Clint Eastwood was the same character in that one, and in the um, what's that? A Few Dollars More. He's the same one in there too. But I want to specifically talk about Fistful of Dollars because when I watched this movie, and I watched it like what was it? Probably like a few days ago. I watched it. Hang on, Ringy. I'll answer that question in a minute. I don't want to lose my concentration. Anyways, sorry. Um, so so A Fistful of Dollars. If you ever watch that movie, The Last The Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis, right? That's like a 1930s, 1940s type style movie, 1920s maybe. The mafia stuff like that. They copied almost verbatim Fistful of Dollars. My mind was blown a couple of days ago. I watched Fistful of Dollars and I'm like, this is exactly The Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis. So that whoever wrote The Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis stole almost everything from The Fistful of Dollars. I'm telling you, it was the exact same movie. Yeah, obviously, it was placed in a different time period. It was placed, and the gangs were not, like the mafia gang was not like a mafia gang in Fistful of Dollars. You know what I mean? But they were still gangs. Oh my goodness! Oh, I mean, oh, talk about copying a movie. It's exactly the same. I don't know. I don't know how to get around it. My mind is still thinking about it. Like, whoa, why did they do that? Um, sorry. No need to be sorry, my friend. No need to be sorry. Yeah, yeah. I know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me read what you asked. What are your thoughts on horror movies? Me personally, I'm not a fan of gore, but I do like a good horror, but not gore porn. Okay, that's cool. I'll be honest. I'm not a horror movie person. I don't like watching them. Um, Now I've seen some movies that some people told me, "Oh, that's a horror movie," and I'm like, "Well, it does. I don't think it's really a horror movie, more so than a thriller style movie." Um, we don't talk about plagiarism here. Yeah, I know, right? Um, but I mean, if the internet was like today, back when that movie came out, you know, Last Man Standing, and I love that movie. I watched it all the time. That's one of the movies that I would watch constantly when I get home from school, high school, or I just want to sit down and relax because I like mafia movies. And I love Bruce Willis. I love Bruce Willis, and I like mafia movies, right? So I would watch that all the time, and that's the only reason why I knew that A Fistful of Dollars was the exact same movie as The Last Man Standing. I mean, that's the only reason why I knew. Um, but if I didn't love The Last Man Standing, I would have never put the two together, and I would have been like, what? But I watched it constantly. So, um, what about the Quiet Place movies? Did you see those? No, I have never seen the Quiet Place movies. Um, can't remember. That's the guy from The Office, right? That's in those. I don't know. Watched Gran Torino last month. Yeah, man, that is a good movie. Yes, and it's about obviously it's Gran Torino, um, but that is a good movie too. Clint Eastwood directed that movie. Gran Torino is a modern classic, if that's actually even a thing. Yes, I think that is a thing. It was made before 2016. If you, I mean, um, used to watch horror, but now I don't enjoy it. Yeah. Um, yep, I don't like horror either, but those were good. Uh, yeah, you know what? Oh, happy Father's Day. Hey, TD, what's up? Happy Father's Day. Hello, chat. How you doing, TD? Um, yeah, I'm not into horror movies. Like I said earlier, horror movies are just not my thing. Um, but there have been some movies that I probably watched that some consider horror movies. Let me try to think of an example. Um, what was it? 28 Days Later, something like that. The zombie one. The first one was better than the second one. Um, just because, and the reason why I liked it was because I guess it was like a bunch of people who didn't really have a lot of money and they just kind of made it, and it was kind of a B movie, but then it became like kind of popular. It was cringe. Yeah, I mean, kind of was a cringe movie, but at the same time, um, I don't know why I liked it. I think it was just because it was like a B movie that became popular. Um, Doing good, thanks. Yeah, good. Thank you, TD. I hope you had a good Father's Day with, your dad. I'm not sure if you have kids or not, but I do know that you um, were watching your father a while back. I don't know if you're still there with your dad, helping him out and stuff. TD in his house. No, Dan, that wasn't directed at you. Oh, okay, okay. The cringe thing wasn't directed at me. Okay. I don't know what the cringe. Tell me what the cringe thing was about then, because I don't know. Um, so yeah, I've been uh, I've been talking on here for 30 minutes. I actually didn't think I was going to talk this long because I'm on here by myself so far. So 30 minutes is about the half point. So the half point, we like to do some merchandise. Plugging our stuff. You know, So I'm gonna do that right now. I hope you guys don't leave. Talks amongst yourselves while I, you know, talk about our stuff. Um, his house thing. Oh, in his house. Yeah, that's so 90s, isn't it? That that's so 90s. All right, so here we go. I'm going to talk about it. So, what is it that we do here at Inside the Booth, everybody? Let me tell you.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, everybody, it is beautiful. The merchandise, that's so beautiful. Don't forget to go to insidetheboothtv.com/shop. Buy yourself a beautiful mug, or I don't think we have hats. A t-shirt, a hoodie, and some. We got everything. Neck gaiters, and we even got like phone cases and stuff. Go buy something. Take a picture of it. Send it to us on Twitter or Facebook, and let us know. And we will post your photo and the merchandise that you have, just to say, hey, thanks. Just to say thanks, because it is nice and lovely, that you guys do support us here on Inside the Booth. If it wasn't for you guys supporting us, we wouldn't be really doing this anymore. And I know I wouldn't be. You know, there's been times where I've wanted to quit. And I've wanted to just step away. It's just sometimes it gets tough. With that being said, I want to let you guys know in August we are taking a break. So I will be playing. We're still gonna go stream normal times, but they're going to be some old videos, maybe some pre-recorded videos. But we personally are not going to be here just because we need a break, and it's August, and the kids are home, and and just kind of recuperate everything, for everything that's been going on throughout the year, stuff like that. So just letting everybody know. And we might be changing things up after August, and making things. I don't know. I'm going to try to make things better. I don't know how to make things better besides editing and stuff, but maybe get better videos to put up, better, maybe some new merchandise commercials or something. I don't know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and vanquish that like button. And when I say vanquish, that came from a long time ago because we wanted to say something else besides smash the like button. So one of these days I'm gonna have to make something that is like vanquishing the like button. Because vanquish is like old school. You think about a guy in like a suit of armor and swords and stuff, right? So vanquishing that like button. And don't forget this one.
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
And if you haven't rung the bell yet, please do so, because you know how YouTube works. That's how you will get notifications. All right, so who would you guys consider the best father figure in cinema, or just your favorite? Oh, goodness. That's a good question. Thanks, Marie. I like a lot. I like a lot of movies, so it's hard to tell. Father figures, there's the one in, what is that one called? Hacksaw Ridge. I like that father son dynamic. Um, I don't know. And then you have, what's his name, in Mrs. Doubtfire. That was a good father role. I mean, with what's going on today, it would seem on the borderline of like training or something. I don't know. Cross dressing. I mean, back then it was called cross dressing, right? Today it's like, well, I don't want to just cross dress. I want to mutilate my body too. I don't know. It's just Robin Williams. Yes, it's a good movie. Um, Lost in Space. Oh man, did that? Okay, I didn't watch the Netflix Lost in Space, but I do remember the Lost in Space movie from the '90s. That was good. Well, in my opinion, that was good back then. I do remember that, watching some of the reruns of the TV show Lost in Space. Robin Williams, I changed my vote. Yes, Robin Williams is 100%. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Robin Williams is good in everything. You know, he had that one weird movie though. What was that movie? Where he worked at like a, it wasn't Walmart, but it was like a Walmart. He worked on the photos or whatever. That was a weird movie. Um, all right, let's see. Let me go back up a little bit. We got beautiful. We got right now. I'd say um, it would be Henry Cavill. Okay. Uh, don't quote brother. Okay. Right. Okay, that's what you mean by Henry Cavill. Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis is good. John McClane. Yes, yes. The Die Hard movie. Now, let me tell you about the Die Hard movie, Brittany. Uh, I like the first one and I like the third one. The second one was kind of dumb. Um, and then the ones after that, they just tried doing the whole action stuff and putting it back in action movies. And it was stupid. It was stupid. But the first one and the third one, good Die Hard movies right there. Um, he was a good dad. Yeah, Terminator T2 story. Yeah, Terminator 2 was good. I mean, there really wasn't a dad there. I mean, like I said, you don't have to have a dad, but have a father style type figure. So that would be the Terminator and T2. Yeah, you're right. Um, Robin Williams. My mom. Hi, mom. How you doing? Are you upstairs still? I don't know. Or did you leave yet? I don't know. But thanks for watching. First two seasons were good. Okay, I will watch Lost in Space on Netflix. The first two seasons. TD says hi. My mom must still be upstairs. I think someone's walking around. Even in Jumanji, he was a good father figure for the kids. Yes, he was. You're right. Like a protector. Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. And everybody's saying hello to my mom. What's up, mom? What's up, mom? Hi, mom. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sheila. 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 Um, in my life, I had my grandfather, my Uncle Bill, a little bit here and there. And a lot of pastors I had as father style figures. But I think mostly my grandfather was there. Um, Now, since he wasn't a father, I never really looked at him as a father, but he did partially play that role. Not all the time, not completely all the time, but there were times he did. And I miss him. I miss my grandfather. He passed away 2 years ago. Um, I wish you could see me now. Making $20 a month on the internet. It's not much. It's not much. It's not. It's paying for the website and it helps pay for this StreamYard. But that's it for now. But yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good. God is good. He's been blessing us. He's been blessing us here inside the booth, and he's been blessing my family. And I've been working my butt off over at the other house so we can move into it soon. So my background will be changing eventually. I might have to start my back. Like I might have to go. My mom lives close by where we live, so I might have to go to her house for probably a few months or so, and then have something set up at my house later, and then and then move back over there. So it's gonna be crazy. But of course, that's what I mean by um, like in August that we're gonna take a break. You know what I mean? Not much, but honest living, your day will come. That's right. That's true. It's not much. It's an honest living. My day will come. You're right. Amen. Ringing. Thank you for that. God will bless us more, because I believe He's going to bless all of you who are watching, and He's going to bless all your hands to make more money so you guys can help us out here at Inside the Booth. I believe that. Mrs. Martin Muses, hey, we're just chit-chatting away about different things, because it's Father's Day, and we're just chilling. And Dan Solo again. um I should change my name to Dan Solo instead of the Law right now, right? Because I can be two different characters. Woo! Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 99 cents super sticker. Thank you, Miss Martin Muses. I still got to get with you about I'll message you soon. Maybe sometime this week I'll message you, and I would love to get some celebrities and interviews and stuff like that. And like I said, Dan Skywalker. Dan Skywalker. That's right. That's right. I'd rather be more of like a bounty hunter, like Boba Dan. No, I'm joking. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. I didn't know what it would sound like until it came out of my mouth. That sounds bad. Boba Dan. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Dan Skywalker. Yeah. My favorite character, though, I don't know if you guys can tell, for Star Wars is Qui-Gon Jinn. He's my favorite Jedi, I believe. Movie Jedi. Yeah. So he's my favorite movie Jedi. Just to let you guys know. Qui-Gon Jinn, pretty good, pretty cool. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Let me tell you. And if you guys are watching, I see that there's like 8 people watching. If you're watching, just say hello. Give me some topic to talk about, because we were talking about stuff like Clint Eastwood and fathers in movies, which one's the best father figure. You know what? My phone is on silent, so if anybody messaged me to want to jump on the stream for the last 10 minutes, nobody did. Okay. Phew. But if somebody does want to, go ahead and message me. I'll send you the link and you can jump on. Soon I'm going to get with Brittany and do a movie review. Uncle Mike. Hello, Uncle Mike. What games are you playing lately, if any? Thank you for asking, Ringy. I'll be honest, I don't play a lot of games. I've been playing... Oh, that's okay, Brittany. That's okay. I've been teaching my son how to play chess, because he's been on the video games too much, I think. So I've been teaching him how to play chess, and I think that's a good skill to have. Because you have to sit there and use your brain, and you have to look at the board, and and you got to make a strategic move before you can, you know what I mean, right? I don't know if you ever played chess. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't play chess. My son actually taught me a new move in chess, and I was kind of freaking out. I go, wait a minute. And it's called castling. You take the rook and the king, and if the king is in danger and you haven't moved the rook or the king yet, you can switch them, but put them next to in different like a different spot. I never heard of that before when I was younger, because I had somebody teach me how to play, and he told me about it, and then I had to Google it, and I had to see when that started happening, and it's a thing. It's a thing. I didn't even know it was a thing, but it's a thing called castling. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. Okay. I mean, I forget to use it because, I'm not used to it because I've never played it that way. It was my favorite board game, card game growing up. I loved I loved playing. I don't know if you guys like this, but Monopoly was one of my favorite games to play as a kid. I don't know why. Maybe because it was long and everybody sat there for like 2 hours playing together, and all we do is talk amongst each other, yell at each other. Oh, I landed on your thing, and you got a hotel on it. Whoa, I mean, that was one of the, that was one of the things, So yeah, so that's one of my favorites. I love Uno. Uno is another game, and we've played Uno not too long ago with the kids. Um, and then there's Skip Boo. They call it Boo, Skip Boo. I call it Skippo. I don't know why. But those were a few of my favorite ones. Um, Hello, Deputy Dan. What's up, Anonymous? How you doing? Wishing you well today. Thank you. It was a good Father's Day today. For those of you who have not seen yet, Super Dad. I got a nice big Super Deputy cup here. I put my 5 gallons of coffee in it. It's just water today, but I got it today. But yeah, it's a huge cup. It's a really big cup. Um, but I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too, Anonymous. You thought him well, Dan. You taught him well, Dan. Yes, I'm trying to teach my kid well. Thank you, Ringy. I used to play with cousins who cheated by taking out loans in Monopoly. Yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't really cheating though, because in the back of the card it talks about the loan thing. So I don't know if that's cheating. Um, but afterwards, after you take out the loans and then you're still out of money, then you're done. I think all done. Battleship, yeah, Battleship, Rummy, and Yahtzee. Yahtzee was okay, but Battleship was good. I never really played. I played Rummy a lot. Yes, I remember Rummy. I liked when you deal the 7 cards and then they flip one over, and if it's like a 10, you get 10 more cards. I like the double deck Rummy. That was my favorite. I don't know why I liked it better because it took longer to get out. I don't know. Um, Ringy says he always hated Monopoly. I'm sorry. Monopoly was one of my favorites. Oh. What's the one? I can't think of it. It's not Monopoly, but it's like the world map. You get the little army guy, and then you get a tank. It's like a tank or a. Gosh, what is the name of that one? And then you got to conquer each little country. I can't think of the name, but I loved playing that with my friends. That one was a good one. By all the smaller hotels. Yeah, no, that was fun to do with Monopoly. Was buy the hotels. That's a mug and a half. No, I think this is like 3 mugs, to be honest. Here's my inside the booth mug, which is a little bit bigger than most mugs, but that's look at that. It's just crazy, crazy. Here's one of my. I guess you could say more of a normal size mug. None of my mugs are normal. Just saying. But a little bit normal sized, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Y'all should play Exploring Kittens. It's like a Russian roulette card game. Oh, interesting. Never heard of it, to be honest. Never heard of it. A Risk. Yes. Thank you, Ringy. Risk. That was a good game. Risk was a great game. If you guys never played Risk, you should do it. You should do it. You know what? I wonder if they got some of these board games as computer games. It wouldn't be as fun, though. To be honest. Honestly, guys, it wouldn't be as fun as a computer game But it would be kind of cool as a computer game, especially for like streamers like me, and you guys don't live near me, and then we could play, together. I don't know. That would be kind of cool to do. Maybe even like on a stream, you get like four of us on the stream, and then you could put up the board on there. That would be cool. That'd be a cool get, like a cool stream to do, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Would that be a cool stream? Like, you play a board game, but on streaming, it's all on the computer, and there's like four of us on the stream, and I mean, that would be kind of cool. Monopoly was your favorite, TD? Mine too. Mine too. I'm sure they do, but yeah, you're right. It's not the same. You're right. It's not the same. It's really not. It would be better to get a camera in front of everybody's face, while everybody was in the same room. That would be more fun. But, if you're just kind of like if you're doing a stream and you got nothing, there's no other way to do it, that would be cool to do, right? Yeah. That would be neat. Another games night. Yeah, it would be like another games night. I like that idea. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the game night with Tabitha on Girls Night game night, that was fun. That was fun to watch. It was just exciting. Loved it. Brittany was on there. So was Oya, and those two girls, they come help me out sometimes when I'm strapped for people to stream with. So that's cool. I like those girls are fun. The other two girls I think are kind of newer. Nomi has been on with Girls Night before. I can't remember the other girl's name, but I don't think she was on. She's been on before. I think she's kind of a new one. But yeah, Tabitha does a great job. Everybody, yeah, you guys should let her know that. Tell Tabitha you do a great job with Inside the Booth. You're wonderful. We miss you. I don't know. I know she is on Tuesdays, but still, you could tell you miss her on Sundays because not on Sundays. No. You ever play 7 Days to Die? No, I haven't. I've never played that. I've played poker. I don't know. I've never really been a poker player, to be honest. I understand the game, but I don't really, it's like, it's weird. Like, when you play with other people, it helps, it's better, but it's just a weird game. I don't know. There's a Monopoly 3D computer game where they animate the buildings. It's multiplayer. Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool game night thing. The fourth girl was Pink Pam. Yes, friend of mine, true sweetheart. Yeah. I think, yeah, she seemed like a really cool girl. Definitely. TD, you're like on everybody's streams. I like it though. It's fun. I loved playing Operation, but being electronically minded, I fitted a switch to buzzer to turn on. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that game was an interesting game to play. That was never really that was more like if you like get together, like you go to a game night with like 100 people and the game is sitting on there. That's good to play like for like 10 seconds. That's about it. I don't know. I've never really been into the Operation game. That was kind of funny. You never lost. That's good. I'm glad you never lost. It's a great multiplayer game, and it's free on Xbox Game Pass. Okay, cool. If you can find one. Oh no, 7 Days to Die. Okay. The last computer game I've ever played. TD. The last computer game, or like console game or computer game. I would have to say I played Ghostbusters. I bought this Ghostbuster game. I thought my son would like it. He doesn't really like it. He doesn't play it. I play it sometimes, maybe like once every 3-4 months. It's not it's not something that I do all the time, you know. But every once in a while, I'll say, "Hey, let's play this game together," you know, together and stuff. Just because I kind of do like Ghostbusters. For those of you who don't know, yeah, I'm kind of a Ghostbuster fan. I built my own proton packs. I did a costume. Um, but of course, you know, I got a costume that I made when I was 16 of Star Wars. What else do I have? I made this poncho. You know, I mean, I'm pretty talented, I guess you could say. But, you know, I don't stick with just one thing. So, Scrabble? Yeah, it was okay. I wasn't much of a Scrabble person. I was never good with spelling, right? Isn't Scrabble the spelling one? I was never really good with spelling, so that would make it even better. Yes. Uh, can you play any instruments, Dan? Yes, I do play instruments. I started off playing drums, so I know how to play drums. Then I picked up guitar, and I play around with the. Now, I don't know if you would call this an instrument, a recorder. They sound a little bit like flutes, like the Irish piccolo flute thing. I've played those, and there's somewhat easy to play. Um, my son is doing flute right now in school, and he says it's hard. He wants to get into doing percussion and drums instead, and I don't. You know, that's okay. I don't mind that. I would like him to keep trying with flute while he plays percussion, but that's up to him. Um, but yeah, I play drums, guitar, little Irish piccolo thing. The recorder is what they call it. Um, I don't know if I got anything with me. Um, but yeah, maybe next time I do a solo show, I'll pull out the guitar and tinker with it or something. Um, but I was a worship leader for the church that my brother pastored way back in the day. I call it back in the day, but it was only like about maybe 10 years ago or so. Um, but yeah, yeah, battleships, game of strategy. You're right, Anonymous. Yep, yep. Um, yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do. I like to sing, also. You know, I've been watching like these singers, like these deep voice singers. I'm not a deep voice singer, but I can try to get down deep. Um, I try. You know, that's more of a falsetto, kind of like the whole falsetto going higher pitched as well. Stupid. I'm dumb. I know. It's just I've been watching that and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. And then at church, you know, I kind of play around with my voice when we're singing worship songs and stuff. It's fun to do, you know. Um, I might, with the church we're going to now, I might end up, maybe in a few months or so, I might end up starting a worship band over there because they don't have anything. So the pastor and I have been talking about it. It's just, you know, just something to think about. I'm not now just because I know how to play. Just because I know how to play some of these instruments doesn't mean I am uh, like a professional. I'm no professional. I can't. Okay, I'm more of a rhythm guitar player. I do rhythm. I know maybe about 6, 7 chords, and I play the same 6, 7 chords for the 6, 7 songs that I've played my whole life. No, I'm joking. I could learn more, of course. You know, anybody can always learn more on how more songs and stuff. Um, I know some chords. I can get by. I'm not one of those professionals who do like lead guitar where and their hands going everywhere. I can't do that stuff. You know. But yeah, that's it. Dan the Beatbox. Yes, I'm Dan the Beatbox man. I don't know. Thank you, Anonymous. I try. I try. I've never really beatboxed though. Um, I did try in grade school because that was the cool thing to do. In high school or whatever it was. But that was like 20 years ago. Things have changed. The school curriculum has changed as well. I don't understand it. Why they're changing that stuff. I understand why they want to. They want to make the kids dumber so that they could control them better, the government. But why would they even do that? Why not just leave things the way they are? If it's not broke, why try to fix it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Um, and this whole thing about racism these days. What? What? You never heard about this like in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. Racism wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't like we were trying to figure out how to make everybody love each other because everybody did love each other. I don't know. This world's going upside down and crazy. So everybody, if you are a believer in Christ, just pray for the world. Pray for yourself. Pray that you know um, God heals the land. Because if He doesn't, it's going to be the end times, and then things are going to get worse. But yeah, things have changed since Dan was in school back in the 1950s. Thank you. You made me laugh. That's great. I love it. I love it. That's what my kids think. Like I'm like as old as my mom. Fun. I like it. I like it. I like it. I wish. I don't know. Sometimes not the 50s. I'll be honest with you. I always wanted to live back in like the 1920s. The Great Depression or the what I can't even think of. I'm getting tired. I can't think of words right now. Words are hard. Uh, the Prohibition era. When drinking was illegal. That was. I like watching those types of movies. I always was fascinated with the mob. Like the Italian mob. I was always fascinated. Not every Italian was part of the mob. Okay, I know that. I know that. But I was definitely more fascinated with the dress that they wore. Not obviously not a dress. People didn't wear dresses back then, but how they dressed is what I mean to say. Like in suits and always having hats and always being nice looking, dapper. Um, and Sundays, everybody put on their Sunday best. There was one suit or one thing that they always did for only Sunday. But nowadays, it's like everybody just wears t-shirts and shorts, and they really don't look. I mean, it's fine because that's how we live, but it doesn't mean they look their best. Um, so I've been trying to dress nice for Sunday church all the time lately. Yeah, drumming down to make the pollution easier to manipulate, population easier to. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I can't even read tonight. I said drumming. Dumbing down to make the population easier to manipulate in the future. Sad but true. Marxism and socialism. Yes, yes, I know. Hope we get better soon. I hope so too. If not, homeschool, here we come. I mean, I don't think I would be good at homeschooling, but you know, if anything, I'll teach them about Jesus because that's what I know. Um, and then other stuff, I'll just teach them about. You know, I'll let them watch the stuff that I watch on the internet. Like some of the good conservative stuff, and people who believe in God. Yeah, but that's it. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. Wow, guys, thank you for helping me talk tonight. Your interactions are very very welcoming, very thankfully, I don't know how to say it, but basically, thank you for talking with me and me talking back. Thank you, Ringy, for the $5 you gave me. Thank you, Miss Smart Muses, for the $1. That stuff helps. It definitely helps out around here, for obviously StreamYard and for the website. And basically that's what we need for now. That's the basics. Eventually, maybe down the road, if we get awesome subscribe, not okay. If we get more subscribers than you guys, um, uh, you know, and we make more money, we could probably buy new computers and you know do other stuff because my computer is really bad, to be honest with you guys. Um, it works, and that's all that matters right now. But at the same time, it'd be nice if it would work faster and I could edit better, things like that. But yeah, that's it. I don't know why I keep rambling when I'm trying to say thank you and good night and goodbye, but I just keep rambling. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. Um, I know my brother and Matthew and Tabitha. I know they love you guys. And thank you. Every once in a while, hey, if you want, if you can, just go to Tabitha's Twitter and just send her a message saying, "Hey, you're awesome," or "Thank you for being a good host on Inside the Booth." Um, and same, I don't know if you follow my brother. And my brother doesn't have Twitter, but he's got Facebook. If you guys follow me on Facebook, maybe you can find him on Facebook and say, "Hey, thanks for, the Inside the Booth thing." I'm just asking everybody to say thanks to everybody. And even say thanks to yourselves. Like you guys can message each other on Twitter saying, "Hey, it's a good show, cheerio, cheerio." But yeah, you know what I mean, guys. Be thankful for what we have. I sure am, and I'm thankful for you guys. And I sure hope when we get bigger that you guys don't stop watching. That you always are going to be on here watching and saying hello and stuff. Um, that's all. So thank you for being here. I love you. Have a good night. Sleep well. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Let his face shine upon you and give you peace. Yeah. So thanks. I will see you all later.